What's good, world? We're back with another episode of the No Pressure Podcast, man. Episode 19. Trying to do big things, trying to continue to bring y'all good, healthy content, good conversation, all that good stuff, man. I'm your host today, Coach Miles, Booby Miles, whatever you want to call me. I'm here with my brother Tej Fiasco, Coach McCray. Goes by many names, man. We got a dope episode today, man. Got a lot we want to cover, a lot we want to talk about. There's a lot going on in our world. So first things first, Coach, let's start off with your day, man. How did everything go today? I know it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been on the pod, man. So, just talk about some things that's been going on in your world.
First, what's good, everybody? Coach, what's good with you? I'll start with today. Today was just a long day. I was just in the car for a long time because took the boys down to Charlotte, stayed with their grandmother up until Sunday. So, actually had to work, so did that dolo. But that was cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. But there's a lot of driving, bro. Thankful that I was able to avoid traffic. The boys were great. Got them some McDonald's halfway through, so that helps out. Got them boys situated and got back safely. So thank God for that. As far as the rest of the week, played basketball yesterday and Tuesday. Had some good runs. I always love when I can get in the gym. Had the guys in the gym because we had a dead period last week, so that was cool. Other than that, man, really been chilling, bro. And it's funny, I actually been watching Love Island with Ashley. I kind of got caught up in that, and now we watch it on a regular now, bro. So. Been watching Love Island, dog.
Bro, it's so funny you say that because one of our coaches on staff asked me, like, do you and Mariah watch Love Island? I was like, bro, no, I do not watch that. And he was like, man, you got to get into it, man. Me and my wife, we watch it all the time, man. We faithful viewers for sure. Anytime I see the clips on Twitter, I just think to myself, like, why do people be watching this? Like, this is weird.
So I missed a bunch of the episodes, but again, I picked up, Ashley. I mean, we always in the living room. She was watching it, and then just certain shit just catch your attention. Then I found myself asking questions. Now I'm watching it with her, so it's kind of like we don't watch a lot of the same shit on TV as is. So I guess it just gives us like some quality time. That's how I think about it. But I mean, it ain't what I do. God damn, let me slow the hell down. What I was most fascinated with was that I didn't realize that it was like as live as it is. So like if you're watching the episode, they probably recorded that like 2 days ago. So like they like legit on the island right now, and like they're recording that content, and their editors are editing the content like in the moment and then dropping it. It's a new episode every day, I think, except for Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I was like, damn, that's kind of cool. Like that fact that it was like this is like in the moment type shit. And so like when they leave the island, they in America in 2 days, and they probably just lost, like, because they don't got no phones, they don't got no internet, like they just on the island, bro. So I'll be wanting to, like, if I could ask one of them, like, so like, what all did you miss out on, or what do you feel like you missed out on since you came back to the quote unquote real world? But yeah, man, I mean, it's pretty interesting, bro.
Yeah, I think one thing that I admire about like you and Ashley, I feel like you guys are like very intentional about quality time together. So whether it's watching shows or just spending time with each other, I think that's really important. Me and Mariah, Mariah and I, we spend time, but it's not necessarily like watching TV together. We got to find a show that we can both tap into. Back in the day when me and Mariah first started dating, we used to really be tapped into Love and Hip Hop. Like that used to be our show. She used to come over to the crib. We watching it every week. I used to know all the characters. She used to know all the characters. We used to gossip about the drama on the show and all that shit. But
Yeah.
And then the game too. We used to really connect with the game. Like,
Facts,
that used to be my show. Yeah. That was definitely our show. I love Derwin, Malik, all those guys, Jason. We used to really, definitely really be tapped into the game. But we gotta find a show, bro. Like
you don't
Love
watch
Island,
no
that might be
TV,
something
bro.
that we can get into.
You don't watch nothing,
Now
man, because
you
you should have watched Forever. I told Mariah to let you to watch Forever, and she said that you wasn't gonna do it, and you didn't do it.
bro, I'm not. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't really. I gotta have something that I can really like grasp onto. I was really into Abbott. I was really into Abbott Elementary.
See,
Like
that's another one of my
that was
after
the show
shows
that
we
we
watch.
connected
Abbott.
with.
Yeah, we watch Abbott. Well, we haven't watched
Mm-hmm.
the new season, but like when Abbott first came out, that was one of our shows. Blackish, Grownish, when those were on. Um, but see, like she watched everything, bro. So it's like she can literally put on anything and give it a chance. Like for me, I got to be somewhat interested. But I think I told you this before. My all time favorite show that we watched together was Game of Thrones because I don't know, we was just both locked in, and that shit is amazing.
Bro, you see, yeah, I got to get tapped in to the TV things, bro, because I'm not really tapped in like that. My wife tried to get me to watch Power. I couldn't really get into it.
I think you be ready. You want the first episode to be like, as soon as it come on, you got to be drawn in. You got to give stuff time to build up, man. Like you as a coach, you ain't go get excited just because you got a slow or fast first quarter. You know what I'm saying? You go see how it progress. You got to see the progression,
Yeah,
bro. It make you
yeah. I
appreciate
feel you.
character growth, all that stuff, man. I think you would like Power, especially OG Power. You'll love OG Power. I don't think you'll like a show like Game of Thrones. That ain't your speed. But you would like Forever, bro. Like you should really, because Forever had me thinking about moments like my favorite character in Forever was, you know who Wood Harris is? Ace and Paid in Full.
No.
Yes, you do. He played Ace and Paid in Full.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ace,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
my
about to say
dog.
what? Yeah, remember the time, but he's in all the classics. But he's one of my favorite actors. But like his role as a father in Forever, man, he to me he carried the show. He was the honcho of the show. And he had some good quotables, some good gems, some good father son moments in that. I really think you would like that show, bro. I think you should tap into it. And, you know, it's only one season of it.
So what is it about?
It's about this high school kid who reconnects with this girl that they went to school earlier or whatever, but he goes to like a predominantly white school. And like I said, they reconnect and they pretty much go through like their little puppy love. It kind of, you know, you can kind of relate you and Mariah a little bit. They go through their puppy love stage, they go through their turmoil. You know, they pretty much they go through heartbreak, they find themselves back together. You got to just tap into it, bro. It's just like high school love shit. But
Okay,
it's
all right.
yeah. It's like I'm trying to think about a show for it to compare it to, but I can't really think of a show for it to compare it to. But it was really good, bro. It was really good. Like if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it an 8.8 out of 10.
Is it better than all the shows I just mentioned? Is it better than The Game? Is it better than Love and Hip Hop? Is it better than
Well, Love and Hip Hop is a
all the
reality
game?
TV, and the only time I watched Love and Hip Hop was when it was with Jocelyn and them. Like that was just you can't compare it to reality TV, but like it's only one season of it, so I think it's kind of tough to compare it to. I mean, The Game is kind of like older, of course, but like Melanie and Durham went through their issues on The Game and whatnot. But again, I don't know. Forever was just, I don't know, it just hit a little bit different. And then the music selection in the show, like whoever chose the music for specific scenes did a phenomenal job, bro. They did a phenomenal job. But see, did you watch Insecure?
All right, man. No.
Goddamn. And so that's like the older version of Forever. Bro, you would like Insecure too, bro. I mean, you would like that show, man. Come on, bro. You gotta just give shows a chance and don't judge it off of one episode. Because honestly, bro, with Game of Thrones, like if you ask anybody to watch Game of Thrones, they gonna tell you, bro, like the first episode, the first time I tried to watch Game of Thrones, me and Ashley was like, bro, what kind of shit is this? Because of what happened. I don't want to say what happened, but because of what happened in the episode. But when I tell you that's one of the greatest shows of all time.
All right, man. I'm gonna tap into Forever now,
You should.
and I'm gonna report back to you.
Yeah, do it on the pod.
I tried to get my wife to watch Last Chance U. Boy, now that's a good show right there. If
But
y'all
see,
have
that's
never seen
reality
Last Chance
TV.
U,
That's reality. That's reality. Like I feel you though. I like that. You know, I love that because Quarterback just dropped on Netflix. I plan on watching Quarterback, season 2. So me and you, when it comes to like
mm-hmm.
sports documentary, sports reality, man, that shit is 10 out of 10 because I mean, I just feel like I'm a competitor. So like when you name something like that, like Last Chance U, of course, I know you're gonna rock with that. I know you are. Uh, I'm surprised. But what's funny is I think the basketball Last Chance U actually liked that one. She didn't like the football one, but she loved the basketball one.
Yeah, no, the basketball one, that was obviously, I mean, we coaches, so I mean, that was easier for us to connect with. But oh no, I connected with the football and the basketball portions of them. Are they gonna
Yeah.
continue? Are they gonna come out with another one?
I ain't seen nothing in a minute, bro, because the last one was ain't it that coach that be wilding on Twitter? Is that the one that be blanking on
Oh,
there? The white man?
bro, what's his name? John Brown, Josh Brown, whatever his
Oh
name
no,
is.
but he be cussing everybody.
Yeah, bro, he need to
bro,
calm down, bro.
bro, it's hilarious, dog. That's a funny dude, but he's very candid, bro. I mean, he was going. The quarterback got mad at him. He said, "Man, this shit unorganized as always." He went, "Oh, shut the." Like he just going in on him, bro, yo. Going in on the kid on the sideline, dog. Like, bro, chill, coach. Just chill.
Bro, football is it's a different type of emotion, bro. That's one thing that I would definitely give to anybody in the football realm, like players, coaches. Like it's a different type game. It's a different type of emotion.
Bro,
I
it's
do
so
feel like
funny you
it's
say
I do
that,
feel like
coach.
it's a more emotional game
Hell yeah.
for
Hell
sure.
yeah. It's
So
funny you say that, bro, because I tell Coach VJ. VJ is the AD and head football coach at Warren County, for those that don't know. I tell him all the time, bro, I don't envy your job as the head football coach because football is so many moving parts. I truly feel like it's the ultimate team sport because quarterback ain't got quarterback needs a line. You know what I'm saying? Line need a quarterback. Running back need a line. You got to trust your DBs. Cornerbacks got to trust their safeties. You know, it's constant communication, and then it's like, you know, you got your offensive coordinator, you got your line coach, you got your receiver coach, you got your linebackers coach. It's so many different moving parts that, like, with basketball, I feel like it's more intimate, and I feel like I'm in more of control, more to say, but like it's 11 guys on the field. So if Bob misses his blocking assignment and Jimmy gets chewed up in the backfield, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing with football, you know, possessions matter. You throw a pick six or you fumble, you on the 1 yard line about to score, you fumble it, you might not get another chance. They wasting the timeout. It's just so intricate, bro. And so like it's I don't envy it at all, bro, because I mean we chopped up me and him about how his practices are going right now, and you know some days are good, some days are bad, man. But I just be like, man, damn, bro, it's just like it's so many moving parts to it, bro. So I feel you 110%.
facts. So I mean, since we're here, you know, who's the best coach in the NFL right now?
I mean, I'm gonna always say Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin gets the most out of his players. I think Mike Tomlin is the standard is the standard. He don't change and conform for nobody. I think people want to play for Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin keep it real. I feel like I can relate to Mike Tomlin because he is who he is. He ain't gonna change for nobody. But I'll say Mike Tomlin, and then I'll also give credit where it's due. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm a two biasly and unbiasedly John Harbaugh, and then also Andy Reid.
Okay, I was gonna say Andy Reid. I feel like he got to be mentioned up there.
Oh,
You
definitely.
just being biased with John Harbaugh. I don't. John Harbaugh is not in consideration to me.
Yeah, why is that? Like we can talk about that. Why is that? I mean, what more do you need? No, 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 but no. You got to don't just give me your opinion. Give me some facts. Give me some facts.
For everybody who don't know, my brother TJ is a huge Ravens fan. He gonna ride or die for the Ravens.
No, I'm gonna talk.
Lamar is
But I'm
his
not saying that just
Lamar is his
cause.
guy.
No, the Ravens are my team. Yeah,
Nope,
Lamar my guy.
nope.
But bro, since he has been into the league, and him and Tomlin came in what 07? They're the two longest tenured coaches. I think John Harbaugh has missed the playoffs twice, two Super Bowls, multiple AFC North titles. I know his winning percentage is through the roof. What more do you need? Because he has Andy Reid just got his Super Bowls with the Chiefs, which is what, 3, right? I think Pat got 3.
Yeah.
Or was it 4? Yeah, he got 3.
2, 3, whatever.
He just got his rings. So I mean, you put in is it because he got 3 rings and John Harbaugh? I mean, Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh have the same resume. Mike Tomlin got 2 rings. John Harbaugh got 2 rings. They have, I think, both of the same amount. We might have a little bit more of AFC North titles, playoff appearances equal. So I mean, what's the only difference is that one's white, one's black, but they the same coach in my eyes.
Absolutely not. Let me say this real quick. First off, ladies and gentlemen, TJ is way more into football than I am, so I'm not as knowledgeable of the sport. So I tend to defer anytime guys are having football conversations. I watch it, but I'm not like 100% immersed in it. But with that being said, if John Harbaugh was a really, really good coach, one of the top coaches in the NFL, there's no reason for Lamar to have 0 rings.
Oh my God, that's his fault. You one of the main dudes that talk about not blaming coaches.
I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And for him to not have a ring, I gotta put it on the coach.
That's crazy. That now I'm pulling your card, bro. I'm pulling your bluff, bro, because you the same one on a few episodes on this pod. You said like you hate all the coach slander. So it's his fault. John Harbaugh does not call the plays. You have an offensive coordinator that does that. Offensive coordinator calls the plays. Then you also got a defense. Like, it's so many moving parts. We just discussed this. How can you put the blame? Like, the issue ain't John Harbaugh. I know what I feel like the issue is. The issue is we want to get into the playoffs and then start playing a new brand of football instead of doing the shit that got us there in the first place. Whether it's Lamar leading the league in passing touchdowns, whether it's us last year where we had the deadliest, the most rushing yards or top 5 rushing yards of any team in NFL history. Then we get into the playoffs and we want to stop running the goddamn ball. That happened last year. That happened the past 2 playoff appearances. So again,
who is that on?
The offensive coordinator. We got our OC from last year 2 years ago.
Who's over the OC?
I guess the head coach, but I guess the head coach. I don't know. But
what you mean
I just want you to remember this.
You do know.
I just want you to remember this. I want you to remember when you talk, because you was like, I don't like all this. I don't like how the coach get blamed. I don't like how the coach get blamed. You was big on that, very adamant on that. And then Lamar Jackson is 20. He's 27. He's 27, 28 years old. Like, he has plenty of time, like to get a ring. If his time is gonna come, just like OKC's.
Let me add this real quick. Right? So, no disrespect to John Harbaugh. Like, I ain't saying he a bad coach, but I mean, if you got a talented player like Lamar Jackson, you have talented players around Lamar Jackson. I mean, for you not to have a ring, I can't give you that crown as one of the best coaches in the NFL. Like, last year, y'all team was stacked. This team was like absolutely stacked. The year before that, y'all was stacked. I feel like y'all been stacked for the past 3 years. Quite frankly.
What is your definition of stacked?
Y'all have really good players around a really good quarterback.
Miles, from a receiving standpoint.
What?
From a receiving standpoint, name a receiver. Because you can name a receiver. I bet you name a receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles.
No. Let's stay on.
No. The point I'm making is
the Ravens.
You can know these. You'll know these names. But and then again, bro. And then again. What we just discussed before getting to the Ravens is that there's so many moving parts. As it relates to football. Like what was that? Was that 2 years ago where we we were about to score. Not Hollywood Brown. It was either Hollywood Brown or I can't remember if it was Hollywood, but we were about to score.
He reached over.
Yes,
He reached
yeah,
over.
like bro. So
and he
how was
fumbled.
that, So again, that's something that's not Lamar Jackson's fault. That's not John Harbaugh's fault. Like if that doesn't happen, like bro, like I'm confused. Like and then 2 years ago before we had Derrick Henry, we're playing the Titans and we don't run the ball. We're not running the ball. Why are we not running the ball? I don't get that. I don't understand that. So I mean, like, it's just too many moving parts for you to just be like, well, Lamar Jackson's too talented. He don't got a ring, so I'm blaming the coach. Like again, he can't help but stretching the ball out and just fumble the bitch, and then they pick it up and start running the other way. Like it's just that hurts in football. It's not like a turnover. It's not a turnover. A basketball turnover is deadly. If you compound them, but football, a turnover is killer. Like you have 2 turnovers in a football game, you have 2 turnovers in the red zone, killer. Can hurt you. Might not get another chance.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I ain't mad at that, but I just don't feel like he should be. I don't feel like he should be in the conversation as one of the top coaches in the NFL. Everybody got their own opinion about it. I think you a fan, so you're gonna ride with your boy. But I will say this: the Ravens need to make a significant run in the playoffs this year because they got a really good team this year.
Oh, ain't no significant run. We need to win the Super Bowl. We need to win the Super Bowl. When everybody's been talking, all the football coaches at high school, bro, like, I mean, I said, bro, I'm tired of having this talk every year. Like, I'm tired of it. We have had good teams. Yeah, we've had good teams. We've had talent. I'm not disputing that claim at all. But the whole thing about it is like, I'm in the mindset as a fan. Like, if we don't win the Super Bowl, this is a waste of time. Like, I felt this way the past. This is going on the 3rd year. Like, we've had what we needed, in my opinion. For whatever reason, we just forget to play football. Come to playoffs. I fully expect for us, obviously, if everybody's healthy, have a good regular season, dominate, chance to compete for the North, like we always do. Get to the playoffs. And I hope that we just get over the hump, bro. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was Lamar Jackson's offensive coordinator, I'd be like, look, if you don't see your first read, run that motherfucker. First read, run. I don't think Lamar do enough running.
No, I feel you, bro. Every time he take off, bro, he is gone.
7-8 yards. 7-8 yards. Then now also too, like you said, we have Derrick Henry. So if you're a linebacker and you got to make a decision between on this RPO, damn, do I got to get Lamar Jackson or do I got to get Derrick Henry? Like I feel like you can play that to your advantage. Then you dump it off to a tight end, dump it off to Isaiah Likely. I mean, I don't know, bro, but I feel like again this year we got to win the Super Bowl. And I made a mistake. John Harbaugh only has 1 Super Bowl win. That was our freshman year in college. He has 1 Super Bowl win, so not 2. Tomlin got 2. John Harbaugh got 1. Andy Reid got 3.
Oh, okay. That was healthy. A little healthy debate right there, man. We're gonna revisit this conversation once the season gets started, man.
We close, man.
Obviously,
we so close.
Football. Yeah. Football is right around the corner, man. So we'll definitely have a lot of conversations about that, man. And we're gonna revisit this too. We definitely gonna revisit this. Episode 19.
It's on wax.
I'm putting that in my notes right now.
Yeah, it's on wax. Yeah.
John Harbaugh. Oh, he one of the best coaches in the NFL. Yeah, he one of the best coaches. Yeah, he top 3.
The stats show it.
He up there with Mike Tomlin, Andy Reid.
You didn't name nobody else. You can't name somebody else. Maybe Philly coach Sirianni or whatever.
All I know is if I had Lamar, boy, we taking it to the house every time. You ain't got to worry. If I had Lamar, boy, we'll get to that another day. So another a question that I had for you, a topic that I wanted to talk about.
Talk to me.
Obviously, we're coaches. We're in the off season right now, man. What are some things that you are doing to improve as a coach? What are some things that you're looking at stylistically as far as like the way you guys play? Ways to like improve on, whatever weaknesses you may feel like you have or weaknesses that you want to address. Just kind of talk to us about some things that you're doing in the off season to prepare for this upcoming season.
Building mental toughness, because mental toughness covers a lot of shit. I think mental toughness is focused on when you're conditioning. It's focused on, like, right now our gym is hot as hell. When you're practicing in a hot gym, when it's hot outside, when you on that track, whatever the kid, when you're running around the school, all that is mental toughness and is going to correlate to real life and basketball. The style that I want to play, and I mean, I pride myself. I do feel like we are always one of the better conditioned teams within our conference, but I feel like there's another level we can get to. It's another level I want to get to within our organization. So really focus on that, being in shape, because being in shape is half the battle. I don't care how good anybody is. If they get tired, you got a chance. Anytime I'm playing pickup with my guys or they're playing, I'm even on the other team, I'll call a timeout or in the huddle whenever the opportunity presents itself, and I'm like, yo, 5 is tired. Like, we need to attack him. Like, I feel like you got to shark when a shark smells blood in the water, they attack. So that's why I'm spending a lot of time on getting in shape, because we also have for those that don't know, we have the biggest court in our conference, like by far, like from one end of the court to the other. Our court is huge, so that's our home court advantage. So if we can run our floor like no other team can, we need to do that. Last year we only had 2 home losses. We had a great home record, and both of our home losses was by 1 possession. I attribute that to our home court advantage. Something else, not even on some basketball shit, man, but really just kind of like understanding or understanding that life is more than just basketball for these guys. And me understanding that, I feel like I'm a competitor, and I used to go very hard. Like, when the season will end, if we ended on a Friday, oh yeah, we back in the gym on Monday. Resets are good. I don't want to burn anybody out. Shit, I don't want to get burned out, especially since I had the boys. I kind of took a step back in that aspect. Still with the same passion, but just with a different like approach. So that's another thing I'm doing. So like, just when the guys they're going on their vacations or doing what they need to do or whatever, or they might just need a break or a little day. I'm not tripping. Especially like right now, like if this was preseason workouts, like as we're getting clipped, then I might be a little bit like, bro, what you got going on? But I get it, summer break and all that stuff, so I wholeheartedly understand that. And then, like I said, I know what time I value with my sons and my wife, so I understand that. And then, bro, watching film often, specifically players and what they're doing in specific moments. So like when we start at 3 and I try to get up and down at like 4:30 for about 30-45 minutes. So for that hour and a half, we go lift. We lift every time we in the gym. Like, that's like they go in, they lift. Like, they walk in the gym, before they touch the court, they got to lift. Then they got to do 25 wall touches. That's your ticket in the door. That's your ticket in the gym. Weight room, 25. All right, so boom, 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 boom. Then whatever I got going on, we're doing skills and drills. So like, I got this player named BJ, and I'm highlighting BJ because he's a rising junior, 2-year JV player, and he at a couple of years ago he thought about quitting basketball because he felt like he wasn't good. I got the DM on my phone to this day, but like now this off season he's improved so much because what I specifically have BJ focusing on, corner threes, rip through baseline, finishing at the rim. When I tell you, every time we're getting up and down, we played yesterday. He just came back from Orlando. We played yesterday. BJ had 3 game winners. But he's just ready shooting. And specializing in the road. Now, defense is a requirement for everybody, so that's a non-negotiable. So of course he has to continue to improve on his defense just as well as everybody else does in order to be on the court, because that's your shot will come and go. Defense got to be constant. Sometimes you'll get your ass busted, but you keep going. So I try to take advantage by having guys like Drew, this guy named Alex. A lot of the college guys, they coming in, so my guys can go against them in these pickup games. And I'm telling, like, I'm not guarding Drew. It's very reluctant when I'm guarding Drew. I want somebody else to do it, someone that's on the high school team to guard Drew, because I fully expect for Drew to bust their ass. But what you got to understand is you're getting better, young blood. You're getting better. You're getting so much better. You're getting so much better right now.
Mm-hmm.
These wounds that you taking, this beating up that you getting, you go stand up, and then when you playing on a Tuesday or a Friday, you gonna be like, damn, I was guarding Drew. This is easy to me. Like, I'm a little bit quicker now. Like, obviously this dude ain't faster than Drew, or this dude ain't faster than Alex, or this dude ain't faster than Tom. So I got a little bit more confident in doing that, because I find some of my guys beating themselves up when they getting their ass busted. Like, and I get that, but like that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be getting your ass busted by him. That's you're not supposed to stand a chance. But what I want you to do is that mental toughness. Like, damn, he just crossed me, but I'm guarding him again. Or if I be like, yo, or if someone be like, yo, you want to switch? No, I'm not switching. I got to do this. I got to do this. That's what I want. That I want you to compete, be a competitor. So those are some of the things I'm focusing on. I gave you kind of a long-winded answer and kind of gave you 3 different parts, but those would be the 3 aspects that I'm focused on, Coach.
Nah, I like that, bro. I like that. I think the off season is like such a crucial time, man. Obviously, it's
Most
good
important.
for a reset, like you said, and yeah, and like you said, I kind of been on that same way as far as like having a reset and, really, getting my mind mentally prepared and getting my body prepared and all that good stuff. But once it's time to go ahead and lock back in, which it's about that time, we just got our guys back on campus for the second session of summer school, and it's good to have them back on campus, and they're working with Coach Wilson right now, our strength and conditioning coach. And, it's time, man. It's time. Like, the guys are working. They going hard. We have a really, 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 really talented strength conditioning coach, and he does a really good job with our guys. So, for myself in particular, like, I'm really trying to break down film. I think I need to get a little. I'm knowledgeable of the game, but this is my first time in our league. This is my first year in Wingate. This is my first year back in the SAC, the SAC. I know people are gonna say pause, but our conference is the SAC. And back when I was playing in college, Brevard was in the SAC, and now I'm back coaching in the SAC. So styles are different. Tusculum has their own unique style. LMU has their own unique style. Carson Newman, they play. They have a lot of Princeton concepts. Coker actually has a new coach, so he has a lot of Princeton style concepts as well. So, I'm really trying to really study, what these teams are doing to try to attack us, how we can attack them. Because at the college level, man, like, our league is really talented. There's a lot of really good teams, a lot of good players, there's a lot of really good coaches. If you can get one little advantage, that can be the difference between a win and a loss, right? So over the summer, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's that little advantage that I can gain on Carson Newman? What's that little advantage that I can get on Coker? What's that little advantage that I can get on LMU? What's that little advantage that I can find when we play LR? So I really been. It's pretty much like day by day. Like, I watch this team play. I watch 3 or 4 games. Then I watch this team play 3 or 4 games. I'm really just trying to study and really trying to just know, like, okay, this is what we're going to do when we play this team. This is what we're going to do when we play this team. This team plays a lot of zone. So, we need to focus on our zone attack, things like that. I think that's something that I'm really trying to do a really good job of this year, just so I can be prepared, once the season comes around. Obviously the guys are getting in shape and the guys are going hard. So, I'm definitely happy from what we did just from a recruiting standpoint. And I feel like we're in a really good spot from a personnel standpoint. But I think now it's really time for, me to, take it up a notch as far as me being the best coach that I can be. And, just everybody on our staff. So that's one thing that I'm trying to focus on. And I've, really, really been trying to lock in on it for real. But I guess something else that I feel like I can do a better job of too is just the administrative side of things. I've been a player my whole life. So, when coach say be at the bus at 3:00, I'm gonna be at the bus at 3:00. Now when you're a coach, like, you got to really have those fine details, like, sewn up already. So, being a better job or doing a better job with the administrative side of things. I think that's something that I can really improve on. And, ultimately, if I can continue to improve in that area, I think that's just going to, make myself better as a coach, make everything run in the program smoothly. Even with our Devo team, I feel like I can do a better job just from a scheduling standpoint. Having our schedule done early, having our practice schedule done, like all that stuff. Just the administrative things that people don't really see. Obviously, it's a big deal, right? So um, that's an area that I need to improve on, and I will improve on for sure. So, just trying to get
Who,
better, trying to be the best coach I can be, all that good stuff.
Coach, who's responsible for building y'all non-conference schedule? Is that the head coach? Like, is that a collaborative effort, or it's kind of like whatever he wants?
It's our head coach, Coach Good. He puts together our non-conference schedule, and the league that we play in, I think it's like 12 teams in it. So we have a lot of conference games, and we don't have that many non-conference games. So it's a little easier to fill the non-conference games versus, in my old league, the USA South, it wasn't as many teams. So you had to play a lot more non-conference games. So it's a little easier here. And
But
I think we're actually playing we're playing a couple tournaments before before the conference gets started. So definitely looking forward to it.
and so the reason I asked that is because I think more non-conference games leads to better conference play. Um, since joining formerly, it was the T-Rack. We had 9 teams in that conference, and I had no time. Like my non-conference games would be like in the middle of the season, type, or like I may be able to squeeze one in before our first game, which would be a conference game, and that just used to always rub me the wrong way. Like I feel like teams in any sport, football, even on the collegiate level, they have non-conference before they go into conference play because conference play is just so important for playoff seeding, and bragging rights. I mean, you name it. That's supposed to be the highest quality of basketball is within your conference because you know each other. So I don't want to play Northwest the first game of the season. I just don't. I don't want to do that because I respect what Coach Tonio has going on over there at Northwest. I want them at their best. I know he wants us at our best. So our second game, I thoroughly enjoyed in the past coaching in more than the first game because it's just so many. Like we still filling our teams out, but see now with the realignment in North Carolina increasing to 7A now. So there was 4A was the highest going up to 7A. 3 teams. We were a 9-team conference, and we are now a 6-team conference. So that's amazing. I think I have 9 non-conference games scheduled before we go into conference play. Amazing. So I mean, I'm just looking forward to the season, man. But I'm putting more pressure on myself because, I mean, once you have something that Trent always points out, the winning percentage has increased every year. But now that we've won, like the goal this year is to win conference. Like I want to win the conference this year. Having a winning record is one thing. I don't want to be like, oh, I got a winning record, so we're good. Like I want to have a winning record on top of winning this conference. Something I feel like we're capable of doing, so long as we play hard. And I think us having non-conference games leading up to conference play can aid us in that effort. So that's why I asked you that question, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I feel you. I feel the same way. Matter of fact, I mean, this past year we had 2 non-conference games scheduled. We had 2 non-conference games scheduled that got canceled. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, when everything was happening as far as the cancellations, I didn't really think nothing of it. Like, all right, we lose 2 games, whatever. We will, we'll make up the games. We ended up not making up the games, but like, all right, we lose those 2 games, but I mean, we still got a bunch of more games to play. So, I mean, let's just rock and roll. Don't even worry about it. Like, we'll figure it out. But I mean, at the end of the season, we had a staff meeting and, we were just talking about the season, just debriefing of the season or whatever. And, we talked about how, those 2 games, if we get our footing with those 2 games,
Mm-hmm.
if we figure some things out with those 2 games, if we can figure out this rotation or figure out this lineup with these 2 games, maybe our conference play is a little different. Maybe we have a better season than what we did. Maybe we gel a little bit better than what we did. It's as a coach, you gonna coach the guys as hard as you can, and you just gonna debrief everything at the end of the season. But that's one of the things that I'm not gonna say regret, but something I'm thinking about. Like dang, maybe if we would have had these two games in the non-conference, we would have won these two games, and now we get rolling earlier versus we lose those two games, and now it's like we win one, we lose one, we win one, we lose one. We never could really find that footing throughout the season. So just something I think about. And I mean, like you said, man, these non-conference games, they're tools. It's tools to learn, tools to get better, tools to figure out what you want to do as a coach, as far as rotations, as far as
great film,
play styles.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So, it's crucial. It's crucial, and I didn't realize how crucial they were until this past season. So, yeah, man. Yeah. I guess
non-conference now.
To transition.
Boy, I'm just excited. Go ahead.
No, I feel you. Staying on the topic of basketball, but kind of transitioning. Obviously free agency has been going on. Some guys get some big bags. Your guys at OKC, man, they making some money over there, boy.
$800 million between three players.
Bro, I love it though. Crazy. But it's well deserved though. It's well deserved though. Like, yeah. It's good that OKC taking care of their guys. It's gonna be interesting to see how they split up the rest of the cash amongst the rest of the staff, or excuse me, amongst the rest of the roster. But
I can't remember who I was watching, bro. But they addressed that. Like, you take care of your core pieces, and everybody else is kind of, and with any team, is interchangeable. Because we signed Caruso and Hartenstein last offseason, so I think we got them for a couple more years. But I'm not going to, you won't find someone but Caruso, I'm not taking away what he does. So when I say he just does this, but Caruso is known for playing hard, playing good defense, knocking down threes here and there. Hartenstein's a rebounder, rim protector. Those are more interchangeable. But, when you think about Chet's a unicorn. So, I mean, I think we still have yet to see the best of Chet Holmgren. Jalen Williams, I mean, he's just phenomenal, a young guy that stepped up. And, again, I just think Sam Presti has a great eye for talent and saw something in Jalen Williams, and it transgressed over to the NBA. And then Shea is obviously the honcho of everything. But what I like the most is that all these guys are young. So we have this young core for the next 5 years. And then we just kind of plug and fill anywhere around that. So shout out to Sam Presti, man. I mean, I've always been a fan of his. I've been an Oklahoma City fan. I don't question him at all. I mean, his plan worked out. And I think, like you said, it was well-deserved. Well-deserved to take care of your core three. And then hopefully, we can just keep this thing rolling, stay competitive, get some more rings, man. But to be thinking, like, Shea is getting $70 million a year to play basketball. Like, when you think about it, bro, to play basketball, like, I'm a teacher. I like to think what I do is important. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all teachers, not even just me, severely underpaid. And I'm not knocking Shea. Like, I'm not knocking basketball. That's the market that we're in. But it's just like, why the hell am I so underpaid as a teacher? and you got dudes making $70 million to play basketball. Simple as that. Like, it's money out there.
Nah, I feel you. I definitely feel you with that one. Like, I mean, Shea, like what he did this year was phenomenal, and I mean, ultimately, it's gonna go down as one of the greatest seasons ever. So, no knock to him. No knock to anybody. I'm just interested. I'm really interested to see, who they're gonna keep around, who they're gonna sign like next year. I think Lou Dort is nobody, bro. Really. No, I'm saying like moving forward as far as like contracts.
Gotcha. What? Yeah.
Like what's going to happen when Lou Dort contract is up? Like, I think that's a guy. That's a guy that I think you guys definitely need to keep.
He got to stay. Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, he's going to demand. I think he's going to demand a bag.
But let me ask you this. I want to ask you something. I think I'll be talking to so many people, bro. But do you think? Because I truly think what OKC, what our biggest strength is that people want to play there. Like for this specific group right here, like, bro, they best friends, bro. Like, I put it like I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
mind taking a pay cut. When I say a pay cut, or like, it all depends on what you, because I mean, when you're talking about millions of dollars, like $10 million is a lot of money, like to play basketball. Like now, like the norm is that $20 million a year. Like 70 million is an anomaly. 20 million is like that norm. 30 million is like, that all-star level. 35 million is like that all-star level. Even 40 million, which is wild to think about. If I was playing with you, Miles, Jay, I mean you, Miles, you, Jay, Justin, like we on the NBA team, and I play my role and do what I'm a Lou Dort. I would be fine with my 15 million a year if I'm truly having fun, like, because I mean it's still a lot of money, and I don't think it's a lot of egos within Oklahoma City. I think that's our biggest strength. Now I could be wrong. I don't know Lou Dort. Lou Dort can want his bag, rightfully so. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA, young and getting better every year. So if that was the case, I wholeheartedly understand that. Like, I'm not mad at you at all, Lou Dort. Go get your bread. But I truly feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Lou Dort or someone else stayed, because I mean they just enjoy playing with. If you people are talking using this word dynasty, we the next Warriors or whatever the case may be. If you believe that, if I believe that, me, TJ McCray, and I was on the team, I don't know if I want to leave that. Like, I think I would want to just stay where I'm at. If I'm having fun, I truly love my brothers, I love my teammates. But I mean, I've never been money motivated. That's just me. But yeah,
No, I get it. I get what you're saying. I do feel like the culture in the NBA is get your money, get your bag, like by any
Devin
means
Booker.
necessary. Um, yeah, Devin Booker, LeBron, like I mean, I feel like LeBron has been asked to take pay cuts, and I mean that ain't something he doing. He got plenty of
You
money,
talking about
but no, I'm
talking
a
about specifically right now?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
oh,
because he just signed his extension
yeah, yeah, no, he opted in. That was it, because he was
or
doing them
opted
1 year
in.
renewables. Yeah, and that don't surprise me. Like, you remember I said this. Ron went to L.A. for business and family, like business. Like, he was there for business. They so happened to get the ring during COVID. Bron ain't motivated to get no more rings, in my opinion, bro. He's not. He's trying to maximize on his earnings. You know, he could have made more he still made a lot. He could have made more in Miami. He could have made more in his return to Cleveland. The most money LeBron James has made in his NBA career has been in his Lakers tenure. And I mean, rightfully so. You don't. I've taken my pay cuts. I've done my. I don't think he's motivated by rings anymore. I think he's motivated by money and records. And I mean, now again, like I said in the last one, I think this is going to be his last rodeo. If he so happens to go in the ring, go on a championship run, cool. Shit, speaking of that, did you see DeAndre Ayton said he ain't what do you think about this? He hasn't got a text. He got a text from Luka the day he got signed, but he has yet to hear from LeBron James since he's been signed.
Nah, I don't think too deep into it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. LeBron, man, he a businessman. He ain't got time to text no damn DeAndre Ayton.
So I think that leads to my point. He don't
You
care
just
about the culture or winning a ring no more. Like, if it happens, it happens. Like, he gonna go out there and compete, but I don't think Brian pressed, bro. I really don't think he pressed.
No, I agree. I think he is trying to get his money. I think he's trying to set up himself. He's trying to set up his family. He's trying to. I mean, he already done set up his empire. Like, he good. Like, he just stacking on what he already done built.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that you got to respect. But I mean, I agree. I definitely agree with you, bro. Like, but I think that just spins me back to the whole conversation of these guys, man. They trying to maximize on their earnings. They trying to get the money that they rightfully deserve. Jalen Brunson took a pay cut. He could have signed for a lot more than what he did.
Yeah, I respect that, especially
So I
being the
mean,
star guy.
yeah. So I mean, that's definitely a guy that we got to mention who could have got way more money than what he did. But I mean, 95% of the NBA, man, those guys, they're gonna get their money, they're gonna get their bread. And like you said, they're gonna maximize on their earnings. So gotta respect it. Um, Devin Booker, man. Devin Booker just signed a big deal.
That's why
That
I'm
man,
glad Kevin Durant got his ass
that
up out of there,
man,
bro. That's why I'm glad because Devin Booker don't give a damn about winning, bro. He don't care about winning. Devin Booker, since he's been in the NBA, every time an extension gets brought up as it relates to Devin Booker when that time comes, it's always like record breaking numbers. Like I don't get his loyalty to the Suns is because they paying the shit out of him, bro. They don't, bro. Book, bro. You had your one little run in the bubble, and that's it. That is it. Then Chris Paul came, helped y'all out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or was that the same time? No. They played because they lost to the Bucks. Chris Paul comes. Chris Paul is just epitomizing winning. You know, he helps them out a little bit. Then, you know, they get rid of Cam Johnson. They get rid of Mikal Bridges. That's when they bring in KD. But it's just like, bro, this dude, Devin Booker and Bradley Beal in the same boat. They only want to get their points, and then they bag. They don't care about winning. So Book just broke Shea's record. So now he getting $73 million a year or 72.5 or something like that. But I'm just like, bro, ain't you trying to win? Like you get so much love and Book one of the best scorers, bro. You are to me, and I'm talking basketball. I ain't talking about in life. I'm sure Book is a cool dude to hang around. But to me, you're epitomized with losing, bro. Like as a competitor, I don't want to be and I think about Chris Paul. Chris Paul is epitomized with winning. He's a winner. He wins damn near everywhere he goes. I factor that stuff into a guy's career. Like I like guys that like to win. I don't think Devin Booker likes to win. I don't think Bradley Beal likes to win. That's why I'm glad Kevin Durant got his ass up out of there. And he's in a better situation in Houston. I feel like he's going to thrive.
So let me ask you this. So what? If you was Devin Booker, you would have got up out of there?
I mean, he signed an extension, so his contract not even up. So he could have played this year out and tested free agency and seen what the Suns did. But like now he's stuck till 2030. But my thing is like,
so
finish your
he did stupid.
If you care about winning, if you don't give a fuck about winning, then go ahead, get your bag, bro. You now have the highest contract in NBA history. So I mean, I'm not listen, bro. It all depends on what you value. Like if he values the, I mean, bro, we from the east side of Charlotte. Bro just got $72 million. I ain't hating on bro at all. I'm talking basketball and I'm talking just competition. I don't want to go to Phoenix to play with Devin Booker or anyone in that organization because obviously y'all don't care about winning, and Devin Booker don't really care. Devin Booker just trying to get as much money as possible because when Phoenix are acquiring these people, they're trading for them. People ain't signing in Phoenix. People ain't saying, "Oh, I want to go to Phoenix," and then they go in to sign the contract. No, they traded for KD, Brad Beal. Didn't they trade for Chris Paul or did Chris Paul? I can't remember Chris Paul, but the point I'm making is like when they had their best situation, when they went on their bubble run, when Devin Booker was the guy and was surrounded by good wings and had, like I said, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, guys who can guard the perimeter. And then you add a Chris Paul to that. That was the best Suns team. That was the best team that they had. Then if I'm Devin Booker, I'm like, bro, we cannot. And I get it. Yo, we're getting Kevin Durant. Yes, you are, but it's more than just scoring. And you and Kevin Durant ain't go gel well together. And when it was your show, and you got these wings, you got these phenomenal role players along with the elite point guard at your realm. Y'all were good. Y'all ain't been nowhere near that. Nowhere near that.
I like what he did, Coach. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I like what he doing. I think he wants to go down as being one of the greatest, or he gonna go down as the greatest Sun ever. He gonna maximize his earnings, and I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like he not gonna win nothing. I already know, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot of great players that have not won a ring. He gonna be immortalized in Phoenix. He gonna maximize his earnings because he gonna keep signing. He gonna keep signing with the Suns, and he gonna keep making, or he gonna keep maximizing on the money that he can earn. He gonna continue to be an all-star. I mean, he gonna build a phenomenal resume at the end of his career. So
resume regarding what?
You know, I understand what you're saying.
Resume regarding what? What's on his resume right now? Besides being the highest paid player contractually in NBA history, what's on his resume? What's on his resume?
Yeah, he ain't got nothing on his resume. He ain't got nothing on his resume.
Few all-star selections, all that stuff. Has Book made an All-NBA? First, second, or third team?
Yeah, I would have to look it up. I'm sure he has though. But the point I'm making is like it's been a lot of great players that don't win. Like we definitely gotta have a conversation about ring culture. We definitely gotta have that conversation one day. Bro, maybe not today, but we got to get into it.
Coach, I'm not even putting it on the rings, Coach. It's not even about All NBA first team in 22 and All NBA. He got two. Yeah. Someone getting paid that much to have a little bit more than two All NBAs, in my opinion. But it's not even about the rings, coach. Like my thing is like competing to win. Like it can only be one champion a year. So I'm not a ring culture guy as is. Like it's just about, is your team relevant year in and year, more often than not? Are they relevant? Are they getting to the playoffs? Are they making runs? Are they getting to the semifinals? Are they getting to the Western Conference Finals? Are they getting to the finals? Since like relevancy, the Suns they haven't been relevant in my opinion. As if we're talking Devin Booker's tenure, they have not been relevant for majority of his tenure.
I agree. Not mad at that.
And that's just that. And like I said, I'm not. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. But I mean, he definitely on pace to be the greatest Sun ever. You got to give him that. He definitely on pace to.
Didn't Charles Barkley get MVP?
All-time lead scorer.
Charles Barkley got MVP with Phoenix. Led him to the finals. But I hear what you're saying. But Devin Booker, I feel like Devin Booker will be the greatest because he was there the longest. But we talking about what they did in Phoenix. I don't know about that.
No, I don't really think it's debatable. What Charles Barkley made the one finals, Devin Booker already done did that.
Charles Barkley got MVP of the league.
Yeah. No, I give you. Yeah. You're right. But
like, that's a big deal.
We all know damn well. Like at the end of Booker's career, he's gonna be the greatest Sun.
To what metric though? Like he has 2 All NBAs and then All Stars. I don't know how many All Stars, but he got his All Stars. But he also has one of the worst losses in Game 7 history when Luka sent them boys home. He has numerous seasons in which they were sub 500. Like I just don't. I'm not understanding the met. Like just because you're, what's Coach VJ saying? Like you a big fish in the ocean. Like the ocean is huge, bro. Like in Phoenix, like you in this big market. You in this big market in Phoenix, and you're the guy. You're the guy in Phoenix. Oh no, the tallest midget. Devin Booker's the tallest midget, bro. Like you still short, but you the tallest one. You the tallest one in the group. But that's all they. I just like it ain't enough winning going on, bro. Like again, bro. If that's what he values, go ahead and get your bread. I'm not mad. But again, we talking as competitors of guys who love basketball and guys who really appreciate winning. I just don't like. I just epitomize that with guys we would go to the gym with. Some guys just care about getting theirs. And some guys care about winning, staying on the court at that. It all depends on what you go. I feel like it's Devin Booker is one of them guys where it's like, Ryan. They know him as a Hezzy God. Ryan was at Dow getting his. He getting his, bro. He don't care about winning. He gonna put on his show and go home and do what he need to do. He don't care about winning.
Hey, shout out to Hezzy God, man. That man used to be a Dow. He used to cook though. I ain't gonna lie.
He would get his. He just Book can get his. I remember, but they were showing love to like Book's 70-point game when he scored 71. They was like, bro, they lost by 20. They lost by 20, bro. They lost by 20.
Yeah. Nah. I get it, bro. I get it, man.
So I challenge that greatest son.
I ain't mad that he doing.
I'm not mad either. I just, nigga, you don't care about winning.
Nah, facts.
Like, at least, my thing is, you don't got to sign an extension. Finish your contract out. Test free agency. Because, I mean, you're lucrative. Guys are going to want you. Teams are going to want you. But, bro said, I'm signing this. And again, bro, get like you said, bro, get your bread, bro. Get your bread. But when it comes to me talking about your, I guess, legacy, for lack of a better word, like, I don't know.
Oh man, we gotta get Mike G on the show because I got a couple like contractual questions that I need to ask him.
Oh, yeah, he can be on episode 20, man. We gotta get some guests back for episode 20. Mike G would be a great guest for episode 20.
Man, Mike G ain't gonna pull up, man. I called Mike G the other day. Matter of fact, Mike G still supposed to explain himself. I called him because he said that your five was better than my five. Back when we did that little 5 versus 5 thing, past 20 years, blah blah blah. So I called him because I needed a little explanation from him. Never answered my phone call. So Mike G, if you listen to this, pick up your phone because I needed some type of rationale on what you was talking about.
Now's the
I
time you
think he's
call
scared.
Jeezy.
I think
Jeezy Batman. He Batman, bro. He daytime. He Bruce Wayne in the daytime. He Batman at nighttime. But you can call him now. He'll chop it up with you, bro. I do got a question for you, Coach.
Yeah.
Before we wrap things, I do got a question for you. Not about basketball. So whenever we're done with this topic,
Yeah. Nah, go ahead, shoot.
when is the last time you cried?
What type of cry? Like boohoo cry or like
I mean, nah, it don't gotta
a tear
necessarily be
came
like
down?
boohoo. It don't gotta be boohoo crying. Like it could be a moment of happiness, where you cry, and just not laughter, not a laughter cry, not that. So just a moment, yeah, a moment you shed a tear, you cry, whatever.
The last time, uh, bro, I don't know if this was the last time I cried. I
Recent
try
movie.
not to cry.
What? That's another conversation for another
But
day.
I know, during the season, I think we hit a tough stretch. Like we hit a tough stretch. I think we lost like 2 or 3 games in a row. And we ended up playing Carson Newman on the road. Carson Newman, they were playing really well. I think at the time they were ranked like top 25 in the country. And it's a game we just really needed to win. But it wasn't from a standpoint of like, oh, if we lose this game, season over. Like it wasn't because of that. It was just more so from a morale thing. Like we need a big win. We need something to get us going, right? We need something that's going that we can kind of build off of. So I went really, really hard with this scout. It was my scout. And, obviously, anytime you do a scouting report, you put a lot of time into it to the point where, like, you want to win. You want to win really, really bad just for the simple fact that, you just put so much time and so much effort into it. So it was my scout. And, like, I damn near stayed up all night just trying to get the guys prepared and trying to figure out everything that I could, or all the information I could give the guys to put us in best position to win. And we played really, really, really well. I mean, shout out to KT, shout out to J Mill, shout out to all the guys, man. They played like really well. It was probably one of the better games we played the whole year. And we went on the road and we beat a really good Carson Newman team, and we kind of smacked them. I think we won by 15. I think we ended up winning by 15. And, winning on the road is already tough enough. But winning by double figures on the road against a top 25 team in the country, that's a hard thing to do. And, I mean, the guys play really well. And in the locker room, I just remember, like, dang, like we need this win. We would need this win really, really bad. And I just put a lot of time, a lot of effort into the scout, and I ended up crying. And like I said, it wasn't a championship game. It was a regular season game, but it was just a game that we really needed in order to like just kind of boost the morale of the team. So I cried after that game, and like guys looking at me like, why you crying? Like we ain't win the championship or nothing. Like, yeah, like bro, like we didn't.
It was your scout, man. That was your baby, man. I feel you though.
Yeah, like I don't know. You as a coach, you just take a lot of pride in that stuff. So for us to get that win, for us to play really well, and I mean, that day, that game, we looked like a championship team. I think that's what I was like really, really proud of. Like I think that was one of the better games we played this past year, and for us to go out there and put our best foot forward and beat a team like that. I was just really, really proud. So it was more so, I guess, tears of joy. But yeah, I definitely broke down, bro. They they were looking at me crazy.
Like you said, bro, it just hit different as a coach, man. Especially like I said, a big win like that. So I feel you, bro. I feel you 110%, bro. I damn near cried when we beat Wilson Prep, so I understand.
Nah, for real. Like, I mean, it was a really good moment. But yeah, I mean, same question to you. What was your last time you shed a tear?
Bro, it was today. That's why I asked you that. Um, bro, so like I say maybe like 20 or 30 minutes, like after I dropped the boys off. Um, I don't know, bro. I was just riding no music, so I was just riding back, and I was just like, it was like I was grateful, but just like my boys, they just getting so big, man, and like shit, bro. Just being a dad, being a dad, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Just started getting teary, but it wasn't like nothing sad, but it's just like damn, man. Like I said, they growing up so fast, like they did so good, when I left, they were fine, didn't do no crying, none of that. Like everything was just great, bro. And then like I'm just so grateful for my family, grateful, that my boys are healthy, they're smart. Um, grateful to be doing it with Ashley. Just grateful for a lot of shit, bro. So it was just happiness, bro. But like really just sending towards like man, like I just think about all the time, my boys like they need me as more than ever right now. And I say more than ever, I say that loosely because as they get older, they're still gonna need they need still gonna need guidance. It could just be in the form of advice. When I say need right now, it's more like tangible, like diaper changes, making their food, stuff like that. But like Cash, man, he's just his independency, man. I just admire, but and like I just smile and then I just get emotional thinking about like he just gets so much pride and joy in like doing little things. He's like, "Daddy, Daddy, I did it! Daddy, I did it!" And like when he says that, it just warms my heart because he's so happy that he did it. So I just like, man, I'm proud. It could be nothing major, but I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. So it's just stuff like that, bro. Like, and he's just the best big brother to chosen. So seeing that as well too. Like I changed before I left out. I had changed Cash's diaper, and I just laid him across the floor, real quick, and then chosen on the other end, he just laid back just like that, just doing what his brother doing, man. And just this stuff like that, bro. But I was just reflecting on the way home, bro, and I was just like, damn, man, like it ain't really much for me to be complaining about, because my heart is full.
Nah, facts, bro. Like sometimes I'll be thinking to myself, like, damn, like, what did I do to be in a position that I'm in? Like, what did I do to deserve this? In a good way, like, bro, I got healthy, like you said, healthy family, great wife, you know, we work, we have jobs in which we're pouring into young men.
Mm-hmm.
We have roles, we have positions where guys are looking to us for guidance, looking to us for leadership. Like, what did I do to be in this position? Like, what did I do to live the life that I'm living right now? Like, am I even deserving of this? Am I deserving of the title of husband? Am I deserving of the title of father? Like, am I deserving of the title of coach? Like I just sit back sometimes and think to myself, like, dang, like this is really happening. Like I'm really living this life. And it's something I don't take it for granted. That's why, try to be the best husband we can be, try to be the best father we can be, try to be the best coach we can be. It's a lot of people that are looking up to us, a lot of people that are look to us for, like I said, for that guidance, for that leadership. So, we playing some very vital roles, and I think we're doing the best job that we can possibly do. So, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to my brother. Keep paving the way. Keep, doing what you're doing, and it's all love, bro. All love.
Love for sure, man. Hey, Corey Kroger, you remember Corey from UNCG? He played soccer with John. He wanted me
Yeah,
to
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you. he wanted me to tell you hello because me and him chopped it up a couple of days ago. He just called me and we talked on the phone for about 30, 45 minutes. But because he got 2 kids as well, man. And I tell him that I talked to you about stuff with fatherhood, stuff that we can just talk about real quick. And he was like, "Yeah, man." He was we were talking to each other. And he was like, "Man, it's just good to know that like other people are going through some of the similar experiences that you're going through, man." But he wanted me to tell you what's up, bro, and tell keep going. And he proud of you for what it's worth.
Yeah, bro. Hey, shout out Corey, bro. Hey, Corey, gotta get you on the show, bro. You tap in, man. Hey, you gotta get on the show. Let's chop it up, man. We can talk about fatherhood, all that good stuff, man. So shout out to Corey for sure.
I actually want to talk to Jeezy
All
about that
right,
too.
man. Well,
But yeah,
all right, man. Well, this will conclude episode 19. Went for a little over an hour, man. So
yeah,
appreciate everybody chopping it, or everybody tuning in, everybody showing love.
yeah.
We really appreciate y'all. Really appreciate the love and support. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Coach, I'll let you wrap it up.
Hey man, like Coach said, we appreciate and love everybody for the genuine love and support that y'all give to our show. Crazy to think our next episode will be 20. We're gonna keep good, healthy conversation coming from y'all for y'all. But until then,